All right, let's go over the watch list for the week, and then let's look at some of the previous trades off of this trend line breakout strategy. So currently, I am in three swings right now. I'm in IBM off of this multi-touch trend line. So two touches here, another here, and then we started consolidating on this line here. Um, I took an early entry because I had like a little bit of a stronger conviction on this play. So I basically took starters here, and I added to the position when we retested here on Friday. This trade was up like over 20% at one point, but I held it, which I probably shouldn't have done. The issue is I've been selling out of trades that, like, some of them have gone up upwards of like 300-400%. So I'm working on holding my trades longer. For instance, Netflix. Netflix I got into because of the breakout of this channel, and I sold somewhere on this bar here, and it proceeded to basically go all the way up here. So left a significant amount of money on the table. Costco was another one. Let's see. So I got into Costco on the breakout here, and I think I sold here, and then we proceeded higher. I think Chewy was the worst of them all. Or worst shouldn't be the word that I'm using, because it just shows that the strategy can give over a 3 to 1, um, or you can make 3 if you're risking 1. Like, every single take profit level was hit on Chewy. TP 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're using TP 4 as support, and one of my friends is telling me that order flow is coming in for the bullish side, meaning that this can basically bounce off of this and go higher to fill this gap up here. But I'm already out of this trade, so that's one of the reasons why I'm holding IBM. Even though it was 20% up, I'm holding IBM, JBHT. This was up 40%, still in it. And then, what's my other trade? Hold on, I just gotta pull up this really quick. I think I'm in 3 active trades. So, I'm in Oxy as well. And I got into Oxy because of the breakout. You see this green line that says entry line? So I got in on the Thursday breakout that kind of failed, and then by the time I woke up Friday morning, we were basically somewhere here. So I'm like, okay, not the best entry, but the trade setup was strong. So holding to see if we can capitalize on a higher run versus selling sooner than I usually would. So I'm holding these 3, and then I got stopped out of what is it? I think, yeah, Adobe. I got stopped out of Adobe. I unfortunately held this trade into data. So Jerome Powell was about to speak, and a bunch of other things were gonna happen. So this candle scared the crap out of me. And then I exited, and the next morning we opened lower, but we basically traded out of it. I am looking to take another entry on this. I just need to see if I can find a better entry point. I don't want to buy at the high. I mean, I can see it going up to test these levels up here, but still, I would rather get an entry that's not gonna make me stress. Anyway, watch list for this week. We have Tesla. I traded this not too long ago when this trend uh, Was it this one or was it was like I think it was oh yeah, this one. When we broke here, I traded this like intraday and then I sold it, but now we're going up for a basically a retest of this. So if we break out, I'll take it, or we can basically break out, retest, entry here to go higher. We'll see what I decide to do. It's all dependent on your risk tolerance level. And then my first TP would be here, and here would be the second. This could be one, depending on if we break out on Monday or if we consolidate in between these lines and then get the breakout, which this TP would make more sense at that point. But again, we have to see what kind of price action we get. So this will be entry I take on the lower time frame. So if we get time frame alignment, meaning that we see the breakout happening on the 4 hour, we go down to the hourly, it's happening there too, 30 minutes, so on and so forth. So that's on watch. Let's see, what else do we have? I've been watching CrowdStrike for Jesus Christ. It's been over a month now. It's gotta be. And this is my favorite trade setup. It just has not triggered yet. This is super close to its 200 moving average, right? This red line here, and stocks tend to bounce off of their 200. That's this red line here. So if we can get a tap of the 200 MA, tap of the liquidity below this low right here, it's also the golden pocket of the Fibonacci between the 50 and the 61% retracement. I would love to take multiple contracts and then just try to hit all these profit targets back up to here. At this point, it would be greed. It would be super greedy of me to hold anything beyond here, but it could technically take out these highs. We shall see. Next on the list is DocuSign. Again, same process. 1 touch, 2 touch, trend line activated. 3rd touch, I am looking for a consolidation and then breakout to the upside. And then these, let me see something really quick. So these levels here are always what you want to use as your TPs, because price more often than not will come back, and this entire zone here is basically a giant gap. So price will be attracted to this area here, and gaps are basically price areas where when we open, like you notice that this red candle and then this green candle, there's a space in between. So this is the gap right here. So that's what I'm looking to trade into. Apple, for you specifically, first TP on this would be 81.50. And then that would be the last profit target, or you can target somewhere in the middle of this gap. Whichever one you feel more comfortable with. Okay, so waiting for a breakout on Doku, lower time frame. This is Best Buy. Best Buy has been pushing up against this resistance for a while now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different attempts to break this level right here. So I am basically going to take the breakout of that level. Maybe a 20% stop loss, or I'll watch to see if price is going to break out and then fall quickly back below this light blue line, and I could use that as my stop. It depends on how price moves. Let's see who's next. GE, I was in, but I stopped myself out again. I was holding too many different swing contracts into a day where there was data. So when we traded back up towards, because it was a put that I bought for this, right? This is a rise-in wedge, which is a bearish pattern, right? And I bought puts to the downside. I was definitely up on them, especially like right here. I was up, but we didn't hit my first TP, so I held. Day to day came. It basically took me out of profit, put me in red, and I had multiple contracts that were in red, so it made me not, I don't want to say panic, but definitely emotions were starting to kick in, and I couldn't hold all of them through it. So I exited GE. I stopped out of Adobe. I don't remember what else I was in, but I think I got stopped out of 3 different trades, so those were losers. So I'm watching this to see if we can again get another entry. If we pull back up to this safety line, I'll take a short position or buy puts to come down into these lows. And that's that second entry. This one, Adobe, I got stopped out of, like I said, and I'm gonna try to get back into Intuit. They had good earnings, but it looks like something was off with probably guidance, which is why you see this drop here. So we have a indecision doji, which is this one, at the 200 MA, and we're at support, right? So this would be the support level. We're not super close to it, but looks close enough to me. So what I am waiting for is basically a lower time frame breakout of this orange or yellowish level. Once we break out, I sometimes enter on the breakout. It depends on if the candle closes strong, like a 5-minute candle. As soon as it closes, I'll enter at the top of that candle, or I'll wait for the breakout, retest of this level, then to take it higher. Those are the top watchers for the list. And then first TP for this, honestly, could be, this is another swing type position, so it could be up here, or you could exit at 20%. I want to hold my trades longer, so I'm going to wait for a revisit of this level up here. And those are the only things that I think I'm watching, like for Monday morning. There are other ones on my trade watch setup, but I can't pay attention to too many different tickers, especially when I'm not home. So those are the ones that I'll be watching. And plus, I'm already in a few trades already, like 3 of them. So, yeah. Dollar General I was in. I don't remember if this trade worked out or not. It did reverse back into this flag pattern. BMY. What is this? A 3-touch. 1, 2, 3. So, something that I'm actively watching too. eBay's in this little triangle pattern. Something will hit this week. These are just other things that are on watch. Plug power, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. So could get a possible breakout Monday morning to go higher. Alright, my computer's dying. That's it. So A+, Tesla, Crowd, DocuSign, Best Buy, re-entry on GE, re-entry on ADB, and then Intuit. Okay.